All right, welcome to this week's mobility. We're gonna do adding on a little bit to what we did last week. By now you should be familiar with a 90-90 position. We'll add in a little bit more full body work. So let's go ahead and get started. I want you on your back and I want you in a tabletop position. So what's important about a tabletop position is that your knees are directly over your hips. So I think sometimes when we do these positions, we tend to drag our knees in or put our feet down, okay? Probably more we drag them in because when you put your feet down, it's actually pretty taxing on your lower abs. Okay, so you're here, and then I want your arms directly above your shoulders, all right? And then you're going to lay over to the side in a 90-90 position and just bring your arms over. So you can't really see in this video, but my upper leg is very far from the ground. Ideally, you would want to get it a little closer and can come up and bring it in. And then we're going to return to that tabletop. So we're going to just keep working on this side. So lean into it. You'll feel it a little bit more in your glute, coming back to that tabletop, and then just working into that 90-90. So you should feel this in your hips as well. You're gonna engage your core when you do any of this stuff. It's just impossible not to, right? So when you sit up and over, think about utilizing your core, getting that nice 90 position, and then returning back. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna let our legs come into that 90-90, all right? And then we're going to just open up with our arm in a nice rainbow position, hold it there for a few counts. You should feel this all throughout your right hip flexor and hip, and then bring it back over. So working on just opening and closing, like your arms are a giant book and you're just opening and closing that. You can take this at your own pace, however feels good to you. So you can even reach a little bit, get a stretch there, and then draw your arm across if that feels better for you. Whatever really works for you and your body today. You might feel a little bit of popping, right, sensation in your spine. Okay, now just hold those arms in a long T and work to get that upper leg. Don't force it towards the ground. Okay, let's return back to that neutral position, feet wider than the mat. Let's do our famous little windshield wipers. You can bring the palms of your hands to the ground. This should feel really good, especially coming off of a weekend if you're doing this on a Monday. Okay, opposite direction, return. I'm gonna flip around. You don't need to do that, but this way I can keep the camera, okay? So return to that nice form, and then bring your legs into 90. Come up, reach for it, and then back to that tabletop. Just bringing some mobility in to those hips. You really can decide for yourself what feels good. So for me, it feels good to kind of press in and feel my outer glute on my right side open up a little bit. Okay, I'm back here. Let's put those legs back into the 90-90, arms to the side, and drawing that bow, that rainbow, or pulling back across, depending upon what feels good to you. You could do one of each and switch it up. So opening up also feels really great in that side waist on my left. Again, working to get that leg as low as you can, that upper leg, that, in my case, it's my left leg now. You're hearing the dogs play tug of war. Okay, you can just lay here, close your eyes, take some breaths. See if you can get that left leg just a little bit closer. And then let's go back up and windshield wiper. So to the left and right. Maybe you'll feel a little bit different this time around, a little bit more open. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and actually sit up. You're going to come to a tall kneeling position. And then I want you to take your right leg out front, okay? And you're going to have, again, stacking knee over ankle, all right? If this is too much on your left knee, or whatever knee is down, just roll up a towel underneath it. All right, the first thing you're gonna do is lean forward. So actually, it's not really a lean, it's more of a hinge. So you're gonna hinge forward, bring your hands here, you're gonna feel a little bit of an opener there, and then you're gonna come up to standing, and you're going to hinge forward again, but this time with your foot on the ground. So now you're gonna feel a hamstring, and then come back through, hinging, really leading with the chest, and then back through with the foot. So you can come up tall if you want to. So you'll notice now my knee is in front of my ankle, but not in front of my toe. And then leaning back into it and feeling that hamstring stretch. A few more here. And then let's circle that leg back around and go ahead and switch onto the opposite side. So set yourself up first. Press through, initially press through the hip flexors, feel a nice little stretch there, knees stacked above the ankle joint, and then you can hinge leading with the chest forward, and then peeling backwards with that hamstring. Just come to a place where you feel the hamstring stretch. Runners have really tight hamstrings. We're all gonna have tight hamstrings. It's like this is what I think I look like with my legs straight, but it's so far from being straight, it's ridiculous. Also, I have difficulty with my tendons in my knees, so kneeling is a little bit hard for me. I really should have something underneath my knee. A few more here. Maybe let's just go through one more cycle. Take it as you need it. And then you can bring your hands around to the front. Your toes are facing forward. I want you to go ahead and just hinge down at that waist. You'll feel this open up throughout basically every part of the back of your legs. And then creep your fingertips towards your legs until you come into, you're basically like peering over. Imagine there's a cliff and I want you to peer over the cliff. Bring your hands to your thighs, walk it up, come to standing, and then creep your legs inside. Okay, let's do some shoulder rolls back and bring them forward. And then I want you to take your left hand, make it a fist, and basically pull down on that fist, and then gently feel your neck go to the opposite direction. So you can also flex your palm, but you want to have energy in that hand. Roll the neck around in one direction, roll it in the opposite. Same thing on the other side. Okay, we're gonna just finish with coming onto all fours. I want you to be in your all four position. I want you to take your right hand and I want you to thread it through and feel that nice shoulder and back opener. If you want, you can take this hand behind, and look towards the ceiling. And then let's go ahead, reset in all fours, opposite side. And then we're gonna finish by just taking our knees as wide as our mat, bringing our toes together, sitting back on our heels, and just reaching our hands forward in child's pose. So it is the opposite, right? Your glutes go back and your fingertips go forward. And as you feel that reach happen, you'll feel your back engage. Now I just want you to roll your forehead against your mat. It's actually a nice little self-massage. And you can stay here as long as you want, or when you're ready, you can press up and be finished.